I just don't have the bandwidth. I don't have the time for it. I've got the resources. I need someone that can show up and do it. But you have to be willing to relocate, and you have to be willing to take on the opportunity. And I saw this, and it spoke to me. And I said, well, I know nothing about this business. I had just come out of a massive failure in regards to closing my gym. But I do believe that if I show up with energy, enthusiasm, white belt mindset, that I can get the job done. And so I reached out. Started a conversation, a call with his vice president, a good friend, Bryce Henson. And he interviewed me, and we hit it off. And I just showed up with energy and enthusiasm on the call, and I sold myself. I sold myself by being completely transparent about my successes and my failures, the things that I'm good at, the areas that I still needed to learn in, and I was authentic. I was completely authentic. I was not trying to show up any way that was not truly transparent and real. That allowed me to get my foot in the door for an interview. And before I got that interview, or when I got that interview, I really wanted to stand out. I wanted to make sure that I got this position, that I got this job. I was willing to relocate, close down all my business in Arizona, move across the country over to California, start over. The opportunity, I really just saw it as an opportunity more so than anything. The money didn't make sense from the standpoint of, what I would be taking, but I knew there was a great learning opportunity, so I was willing to sit at the lowest seat at the table to really learn from mentorship capacity. When I got the yes for the interview, I wanted to make sure that I stood out, so I sent him a boot. I sent him the other boot for this. I think I've got the left one. He's got the right one. I sent him the right boot. And on the boots, I put a cover letter. And it said on that cover letter, I want to put my best foot forward. And I think I'm a shoo-in for this position. And I'm willing to kickstart this new chapter. And I can't wait to kick things off on the right foot. So all very foot and pun, but it stood out. It stood out, and it got me the opportunity to truly sell myself. And that's really all you need in life. You need that one great opportunity. You need that one great opportunity to sell yourself. And when I got that interview with Bedros, I'd already stood out amongst the other candidates, the other people that were interviewing for the position, and I showed up with the other two things. I showed up with a white belt mindset, being open, honest, and transparent with my failures. Open and honest, the fact that I know very little, but I am energetic and enthusiastic, and I'm willing to learn. And that first interview, that set the tone for a 4-year mentorship, a friendship, and brotherhood. 2 months into us kickstarting that relationship, he hired me to launch Truly, which is now doing very well under new leadership. 2 months into us kicking off that supplement business, we were in the gym working out, and we literally had a conversation about our personal development, things that we have grown through, the deepest, hardest thing that ever happened to us, the physical, mental, emotional, and sexual abuse that we experienced as young men. And then this project idea started happening just through natural conversation of what would happen if we created and facilitated an opportunity for men to break through the things holding them back and truly step into a whole new version of themselves. And that's how the project was born. Literally, I sent the boot just thinking I was going to get my foot in the door. It's a great opportunity for a supplement company to be able to work alongside one of the mentors that I admire and look up to. And then 2 months later, we're having a conversation about the project. 6 months after that, we started class 001 of the project, the 75-hour men's personal development experience that we host here in Southern California. We're now 14 classes at the time of this airing episode. We've got 14 classes in. It's been our mission, our life's work. It brings so much fulfillment. It has helped 180 men, I believe, at this point through the process. We've had over 400 men go through. We've got countless letters from wives that reach out and say, my man is a new man because of the project. The brotherhoods, the bond, the businesses have all formed from this because I was willing to send a stranger a boot, put myself out there, sell myself because I believed in myself. I began with a white belt mindset, knowing that I knew very, very little, and showed up every single day with energy and enthusiasm. Men, those are the 3 things that you need to master as a high-value man, especially if you think about earning your seat at the table every single day. If you don't have the money, if you don't have the followers, if you don't yet have the boom in business, you don't yet have the great idea, you have to be willing to first sell yourself. Sell yourself. It means believe in yourself. Build your personal integrity and accountability in such a way that you can sell yourself to anyone. If you want to get a woman of your dreams, you have to be able to sell yourself. The way that you sell yourself is by living in alignment with your vision and your values. It means you wake up in the morning before your alarm clock. You don't hit the snooze button. You kickstart your day with a fucking badass morning routine, and you crush your daily discipline every single day. That allows you to sell yourself with integrity. Number 2 is you have a white belt mindset. This means you know very little, and you're willing to learn from everybody. Modesty and humility are the greatest lessons you will ever learn in leadership, masculinity as a whole, and it allows you to keep your seat at the table because you're always curious and always learning. And you bring energy and enthusiasm because nobody likes a dud. Nobody likes a dud on the dance floor. Your woman